This is going to be the 50 random facts. 50 facts about me, 50 random facts about me, whatever. So there's like a lot to tell you guys, so I'm gonna just jump into it. One of my childhood best friends used to call me Chuck Sam V. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. My cats are my soulmates. My whole life, cats have been attracted to me. I'm kind of the cat whisperer. I love pickles and onions. They are my favorite thing. But not regular onions, cocktail onions, the little ones in the jar. I also love to drink pickle juice and cocktail onion juice. It's delicious. I have never, ever broken one single bone in my entire body. Psychology was my major in college. Growing up, my parents were born-again Christians, hence, I grew up as a born-again Christian. No judgments. Because of my upbringing as a born-again Christian, I was scared to death of demons at night. Just demons in my room, in my closet, under my bed. Kept me up all the time. Cold sweats and all. My parents had a boat, a big boat. I grew up on the water. I grew up on a canal in the harbor. I have never ever once in my entire life eaten a raw clam, and I won't. I don't plan on it. Pink is my favorite color, as if you couldn't tell. Blue used to be my favorite color. The first pet that I had that I could call my own was a hamster. I miss her. The first time I ever dyed my hair pink, I was 15 years old, and it was flamingo pink by Manic Panic. There was a boy in my high school that used to call me Pink Lemonade, and that nickname stuck for a while. I love Taco Bell. It's one of my favorite fast foods. I am obsessed with Taco Bell. I love it. I could probably eat it 3 times a week. I love Subway too. I'm extremely habitual. I've been eating the same Subway sandwich since 1997. I have an irrational fear of flying, not taking off or landing, but somewhere in the middle where I'm 36,000 feet in the air. I just get really paranoid about the plane dropping out of the sky. Like there's nothing below the plane. It kind of just freaks me out. Not all the time, but sometimes. I think that some people that have kids shouldn't have kids. I have a reoccurring nightmare since I was a kid about living in a haunted house. Like I'll move into a house or I'll buy a house and then I'll figure out it's haunted and there's just weird ghosts like hanging out in the corners of the ceiling. It's strange, and I have that dream all the time. I wake up almost every single night between 3 and 3:30. A lot of times people call that the witching hour. I just call that when I wind up waking up in the middle of the night because, I don't know, I have weird feelings. I love to paint. I have always been into art. I love oil paint. I'm very artsy and artistic, and I've always loved drawing. I am deathly afraid of ticks. If ticks never existed on this planet, I would be a happier person for it. If I had lots of free time, I would feed animals. I love feeding animals. Taking bread to ponds and feeding ducks, feeding birds bird seed, giving squirrels little sandwiches. I love it. I love feeding wild animals. I grew up on a canal, and when I'd be swimming in the water, I'd have this irrational fear of a huge boat coming up from underneath the water, like the Titanic was floating to the surface. And I'd always be scared that when I was swimming in the water that a huge boat would just rise up from the bottom, like a submarine would come up and surface as I was swimming there. I struggled with that for a long time for some reason. I can't stand to cook crabs. Just something about it. We have blue claw crabs up here in New York, and we'll get them occasionally from like my father, or you know, I have a lot of family that work in the seafood business. So when they're still alive and they start fighting back and they take their pincers and they start fighting back, I hate to pop them in the pot and cook them. I hate doing it. Like, I really get upset. I want to cry if I have to kill the little crabs to eat them. But I do love eating crabs. When I was about 13 years old, the first piercing I ever saw a picture of was a testicle. The first alcoholic drink I ever had was when I was way too young. I was 15. Not an example to follow, people. But I drank a Zima, which, if you guys know what that is, it's a malted drink. It's disgusting, and it made me vomit bad. My favorite holiday is Christmas. Favorite. Love presents. My family broke up when I was in my 20s, and I secretly wish, or not so secretly, wish that they were still together, especially around the holidays. I'm obsessed with live action movies. I love comic books. My brother always collected comic books and I used to steal his and read his. My favorite are Marvel characters like X-Men and Spider-Man. I just love it. And whenever a live action movie comes out, I have to see it. I still, at 34 years old, fantasize about being a mutant. I probably would want my superpower to be like Jean Grey, be telekinetic or psychic. I don't know. I think that would be the best because she can do everything except for shapeshift. But that's kind of useless. I like controlling things with my mind. Sometimes on my way to work in the morning, I'll fantasize about winning the lotto and how I would divide the winnings, like what I would do with all the millions and millions of dollars and how I would distribute it and what I would do and where I would go and where I would buy property. I do that a lot. When I'm in the shower, I sing all the time and I think I'm an amazing singer, but I know I'm not an amazing singer. But when I'm in the shower, I think I am. I am a huge picker and popper. If there's a piece of dry skin or a pimple somewhere on my body, I'm gonna pick it and pop it until it bleeds, until it's just a crater. I love it. And I even go on YouTube and watch those weird pimple popping cysty pus videos and like tonsil stones. If you guys have never seen the tonsil stone videos, you need to check it out on YouTube. It's so gross and so good. I still twist my hair constantly, especially when I'm on the phone. Oh, good. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm not an overly emotional person, but I'm really sensitive. I always have a plan. As soon as something happens, my brain starts working and the screws start turning and it starts going off and I have a plan formulating. So there's always an idea or a way to solve a problem or just a plan of attack going on in my brain. Always. If I can't change something, I don't let it stress me out. I just accept it. My favorite phrase was always, "It is what it is." I have two childhood stuffed animals and I believe I still have them upstairs in storage. A parrot named Joe and a bear named Barnabas. I can play the guitar. Pretty good, actually. I have never lived outside of New York before, and I never plan to either. Killing bugs bigger than, say, a small spider or an ant, I can't kill. I can't. If they're too big, I can't kill them. Then they crunch and then their guts come out and then I feel it. Ugh, yucky. I can't kill bugs bigger than an ant or just like a tiny little spider. I can't do it. Sometimes I smell my feet just to make sure they don't smell. And even when they do smell, I don't really mind the smell all that much. I mean, they're my feet, right? I know it's gross. Don't judge me. One of my favorite things to do is be scratched. If my husband will just like scratch my back or scratch my arms, I love it. You could just put me in a trance by lightly scratching me all over my body. It's my favorite thing. I detest unsolicited opinions. I am who I am and I do what I want. So if somebody comes in and gives me their opinion without me asking for it, it really pisses me off. I tend to be really loyal, almost to a fault. Don't like it when people hurt my friends and I get extremely defensive and I want to kill anybody that hurts people that I care about. Not really kill, but you know, I want to attack them. I want to jump on their heads and tear their hair out. If I meet somebody, I can peg them within the first 5 minutes. I'm just a really, really good judge of character. When people catch me off guard, it really screws me up because it doesn't happen very often. I can eat an entire, when I say entire, I can eat an entire apple pie or pumpkin pie, it's got to be Entenmann's, in one sitting. One sitting. I'm a fat bastard. I love Entenmann's apple pie and pumpkin pie. That's why I don't buy them. I don't keep them in the house because if I do, I'll eat the whole damn thing. Okay guys, that's 50 random facts about me. I hope that was fun for you guys. Go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. If you want to see any other tag videos like this, just comment below, let me know. I rhyme a lot in my videos lately. Well, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!